Hey everyone, we're into part 12 of Octopode Monk of the Shining One, the Crawl Sun Death Challenges Tournament. I'm starting to feel the pinch now of needing to get the game finished before the round ends, so I guess we should get on with it pretty quickly. We're here on Vaults 4. We've got our large shield that I called from Menace, and we have just been alerted that there is a Wiz Lab somewhere on this floor. We only have 2 magic mapping scrolls, but I think it's probably worth it to find the Wiz Lab. Some of them are really good. Yeah, I really like Wiz Labs. And maybe we'll get Sigatuvi's, whatever it's called, laboratory, and we'll get 1,000,000 mutation potions. This is kind of scary here because the Windrake, which is almost certainly a shapeshifter, can blow us off the stairs. There's nothing behind us, it's probably okay. Let's read the magic mapping. Oh, this is a big floor. Okay, well that stair is pretty clearly closest to the lab, which is that one. So we're going to be going up here. No, we're not. We're going to get blown off the stairs. Okay, fair enough. Let's try again. Is this the one? Yep. Okay, cool. Okay. Definitely don't want an amulet of harm. It's not a very octopode item. And let's see what Wiz Lab we got. We got Songodruk Shrine. Alright. This one isn't too exciting, but it's also not too difficult a one. So the way this works is these gravestones will become monsters as we pass time. So we're sort of just going to walk around the outside. We're going to kill them as they become enemies, and eventually, after a while, a door is going to open at the bottom. I'm going to fight what is essentially an ancient lich. Yeah, this one's pretty simple. I probably should have been singing as well, too late. Oh, there's our door. Okay, it's at the top. Alright, let's redo. Hang on. I'll do one more loop. Okay. We'll redo our spectral weapon. I can put a spy down just in case. But this is all pretty easy. We can make angels, and we also can silence him. Oh, there he is. Antique Lich. Does it tell you? No. It's like a regular Lich in that it can have different books. But it can be silenced, right? It is essentially an ancient Lich. Yeah, all these spells are affected by silence. So it's actually, we can have a pretty safe fight here if we just cast a silence spell, which is 16% to fail even with a large shield. Look at that, too easy. Translocations go to 5, our hearing returns. We're trying to get Passage of Galubria going. 19%, I like it. Alright, we get, with Dispel Undead we're not allowed to use. You'd think that the Shining One would like Dispel Undead, but it's still a necromancy spell on its own. So that's a no. No blinking, as in no spell that lets us blink. Unfortunate. Oh well. Okay, so let's continue on with Vaults 4. Quick check. Yep, we're going to be training Imbo from here on out, probably. Same with shields, dodging, fighting. Okay. I'm sort of, I don't know, I'm maybe overcompensating because I need to finish soon, so I'm now just tabbing into everything. Especially, oh, it's got a large shield, okay, but it's not a magical one. Okay. If the game has taught us anything, it's when we get cocky, we start dying. Do I like this one better? Where large shield? Maybe. No, I think I don't know. I like the blue one because it's a trophy. The trophy we took from Menace. You're never gonna see us like that. And the question is going to be whether we go straight into Vaults 5 or whether I begin the Abyss scumming. Well, I don't think I have time to Abyss scum for hours today. So I guess we're going to do Vaults 5. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, it's a shapeshifter, good. I ran in here to get the floating eye immediately before it paralyzed us. And because I ran into the rune, even if we got paralyzed there, we wouldn't have been in view of the frost giant. Shock and airstrike. Still no good. Our damage is actually absurd when we have plus. We had +8 slaying in that instance. Look at this. Almost one-shotting these two-headed ogres. I don't know. Song of Slaying gets way too much hate. It's a really good spell. As long as you use it correctly, the slaying is great. Wait, what went to 7? Translocations. Passage is at, where are you? 9%. We're going to take it to 8? Yeah, that sounds about perfect. And it will drop a little bit more as... That's a lich. It will drop a little bit more as we get our shield training. So our large shield penalty will be dropping. So 8 seems like plenty. It's probably too much. It's okay. Well, that's Vaults 4. That was pretty quick. For how big this floor looked, we just trucked through that. Alright, so can we do Vaults 5 yet? I don't like that we have literally no blink scrolls. Maybe I should run around in Abyss just for a little bit. Let's see, what would we be training? Nothing too exciting. We can probably do Vaults 5 now, especially if we use Angels. Okay, so we're going to pull up a Divine Shield. We probably don't need Agi. We're going to try to Stare Dance stuff until Wardens turn up. No, this is just bad. Like, at the end of the day, we still have 7 AC. We can't really afford to be letting even just these Vault Wardens, 8 of them, hit us at once. Well, I guess the best play then is probably read a teleport beforehand, come down, and just keep spamming teleports until we land on the outside. And then we can make some angels. We can try to set up a beachhead in a corner and just fight everything. I think we probably should buff. So I'm going to Divine Shield. We're going to quaff a haste potion. And then we're going to read a teleport, one of our 9, and go down. Okay, where's our teleport? There we go. We are kind of on the outside. I think we're in the bottom right hand corner. This looks like this bit here will be the edge of this quadrant that we're in. So that's not bad. We've got the Titan and stuff. That's alright. I don't know about this. Let's make a Divine Warrior. It's a glaive of venom. That's fine. Okay, we're actually super strong. That was our first gold dragon. It was not too scary. Alright, so that was perfect. That was just about the best teleport that we could have hoped for, because here we are on the edge. So our haste has run out, but that's fine. We're on the edge, we're basically full HP, full MP, and we're going to scope around the outside, fight enemies on the perimeter. An Ancient Lich. Okay, that's a bit scary. 2 Ancient Liches. Okay, if I silence, and then we really need to cast spells afterwards, I can always quaff one of our 3 cancellation potions. I just noticed we don't have deflecting missiles up. Okay, so let's go silence. It's G. Okay, so now these Ancient Liches basically do nothing. And our Spire died really quickly, but the tech, oh no, made a Sitsumo. The tech is that the Spires can still shoot their lightning bolts even when they're silenced. It's pretty great. Alright, there goes our angel. Let's get, I gotta take the shield off. Okay, hopefully nothing turns up while we're trying to cast deflecting missiles here. Alright, there we go. No, I'm not gonna put the shield on. Now we're gonna put the shield on. Okay, that's actually kind of scary. I don't think I should be doing that here, taking off the shield. Oh, we immediately lose deflect missiles. Alright, I'm doing it. And I reveal how empty my words are. We got more enchant weapon. Oh nice, 2 potions of magic. When they're basically heal wounds potions, it's really good. Random Vault Guard has a net. Not something you see every day. Oh, I just saw a scroll of acquirement. Alright, well we've got a magical hat now. We've got a large shield. It might not be magical, but it's still a large shield. And our gold situation isn't so... Well, there certainly isn't as much to buy as there used to be, so I think we just acquire jewelry. I could also wait for us to clear the floor, see what other loot we find in here, but I want to do it now. Let's acquire. Let's get jewelry. Or we could go book? Nah, let's go jewelry. And it's a plain ring. Okay, yeah. This is what I was talking about, where I've been identifying say amulets that we've been finding, even though I know we don't want to use them. It's because the game is weighted towards acquiring things that you've never seen before. So this is probably just a protection from firing or something, which is about as unexciting as you can get. Even a ring of fire, it's even worse. There is a reason those scrolls are often called scrolls of disappointment. There you have it. I didn't really pick up this because I shift moved. We went past the teleport scroll. That's why I don't like using shift move. That, and I find it awkward to press, but it ignores the items along the way. That's an Essence Simulacrum. One of those red scrolls summoning the Vault Guard. Okay. It's the only scroll that monsters can read, your summonings. That is a Mighty Tengu Reaver skeleton. Interesting. We're still going to stick around the outside. Just ignore that Titan that we got a glimpse of. Which again, our stealth Octopode with the massive halo surprises me every time when we avoid enemies. I really don't want to get marked on Vaults 5, so I'm going to actually make the effort this time of blocking with Spire. Oh, he still had to fucking missiles again. Jerk. We don't want a quarterstaff, it's a two-handed weapon. And I just really want deflect missiles. Okay. Well, we're fighting the Shadow Dragon without the shield again. I don't know. I don't want to say I won't do it anymore because I probably will. Ah. Whoop. Oh, this is awesome. We just made some permanent water, which is actually a bonus for our Octopode. Did I just find some super sick, hypothetically optimal Octopode gameplay where you miscast spells so that you create water? Interesting. I should not keep equipping myself. I can probably equip myself now. Okay, that was actually dangerous. He could have just thrown one large rock and killed the Spire and then thrown a bunch at us. I don't know. I felt committed to the... well, it's not a joke, but committed to the lols. But not a smart play. Don't put on armor when there are enemies nearby, if that wasn't obvious. Now that we've done the outside, the safest way to do this is to approach from the corners. And you should be trying to stay away from the middle. Ancient Lich. I think we can just fight him fine. Good. Kill really quickly. We can constrict Ancient Liches. And if things were going badly, we would have had Cleansing Flame and also the Silence spell, of course. We now have 2 runes. Oh yeah. I'm so used to Vaults 5 being your 3rd rune that I was about to say, yes, we get a tournament point for collecting 3 runes. No such luck. We're gonna have to do a 3rd rune, Hell or Abyss. Or Tomb, I suppose. Technically we could do Tomb. Is that legit? Do we actually do a like an unironic 3rd rune Tomb? Maybe. I know that we found Shatter. So we could learn Shatter and then that would help us skipping a whole bunch of Tomb. I don't know, it seems crazy. Just going into Pan and just grabbing 1 rune or just doing one of the Hell runes sounds like that's gotta be safer, right? Oh, that's scary. I don't want to be fighting gold dragons at the same time that we're getting corroded by an entropy weaver. This guy's hurt. Blinking? No blink. Cause fear. That's probably not real relevant. We've got 5 scrolls of fear anyway. And we're soon going to be headed into essentially extended parts of the game and or abyss. So fear scrolls don't really do much there. Found a new digging one, which is nice, so we don't have to spend 800 gold topping up. With 16 charges. Okay, really nice. This is still 0.22, so it's not trunk. So the change hasn't been made yet that lowers the amount of charges you find on average in wands. Okay, I got cocky there. I made absolutely no effort to try to stop the convoke there. Okay, yeah. That was dangerous for no great reason. I mean, I could have easily cast a silence spell and that would have stopped him. That was probably the better play. Or I could have even just run up and tried to kill him first. But casting silence is probably what I should have done. And we've more or less finished the floor. So I'm just going to start auto-exploring around now. We've got a lot of ID. Let's just find out. It's a +3 broad axe. It's not exciting. New magic hat. This is the +1 hat. It's the same exact tile. Silence also works really well on Titans because then they can't do any of their spells. I mean, they still punch really hard, so don't think just because you silence them that they're trivial, but they're certainly easier punching than they are striking. Think about it. So where do we go now? Again, normally you'd have your 3rd rune after doing Volts 5, so we'd be heading to Zot, but we can't do that now. We need a 3rd rune. So all the ones at the top are off limits to us. We can't do any of the Lair rune branches. We also can't do the slime pits. So it's got to be one of the extended runes for 3rd. Now, I could just go run into a hell now, but I don't feel we're strong enough. I'd like to have invocations closer to 27 by then. And probably also, I don't know. That's probably it. I'd feel okay doing one of the hells or Pan if I had invocations really high. So maybe not Pan, because the thing about Pan is that you want to be able to get all of the resistances. So say you get Cerebov's Lair, you want full RF. You get Lom, you want full RC, and so on. Whereas our resistances have been pretty crappy in that respect. We haven't found any sweet rings that give us, say, plus RF, RC, a million pluses. None of those. The only thing that we found that's kind of like that is an amulet, but Guardian Spirit's really useful. So what we could do, probably the easiest if our resistances are crappy, is to go do Tartarus, which is the undead themed hell. Because while we're in there, we don't care too much. You want some RC because Tsitsimals have, or Tsitsime for the plural, have bolts of cold, but mostly it's only RN you want, and we're the shining one, so we've got max RN. But in any case, I don't think I'm ready to do an extended one just yet because of the lack of invo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go scum the abyss for a bit. So this will just be a regular episode, but maybe if I still don't feel strong after the end of that, I might do one where I just spend 2 hours running around, so you can skip that episode if you want. So yeah, I've got 3 slots free. Yeah. Probably also it would be nice to train some evocations. So because we still don't have the blink spell, and also other options, we still could learn statue form. It's in our list of spells to do. I think we probably just don't need it. So it gives you more HP and more AC, but our AC is not a huge deal if we're fighting enemies 1 or 2 at a time, because we've got 33 evasion and 22 shield. So who cares about AC if things never hit you? And also, of course, divine shield on top of that again. It gives you more HP. That's nice. It gives you more resistances, but the ones it gives us we already have. And in terms of extra damage, well, it also slows you. So unless you're doing unarmed combat, it's basically no bonuses. So it boosts our Trishula attacks, but slows us, so we're moving at half speed, so it completely cancels out. So it's a lot of experience that I think is unnecessary. Alright, so Abyss. We're just going to run around on Abyss 1. The way that you do this is whenever you find a portal out, you take it. Alright, yeah, that's fake. Yeah, okay, there we go. Alright, we generated a portal out, we take it. Why do we do that? It's because every time you come into the Abyss, you force some items to generate. And as I explain it, it doesn't happen. Well, here we go. We've got some gold and a halberd. Because I don't know if this is guaranteed, but in practice it seems to work that way. When you first come into the Abyss tends to spawn some items around where you came in. So if you're farming the Abyss for items, well, we're also farming for experience, but if you're doing that, you want to be coming in as often as possible. We have learnt to fear, or we should have learnt to fear. Scrolls of fear. No, Sarkos masses. We have what? 209 HP from our health, and then 54 from our guardian spirit. So it's not like we're lacking HP anymore. I suspect that, and there are quite a lot of players who basically swear by statue form on their octopodes. I suspect that they don't love the fighting skill as much as I do, maybe. And I mean, don't get me wrong, in the correct game, statue form octopode is fantastic, but I don't swear by it where you need it every time. Hey, look at that, we generated heal wounds right next to us. And we found a scroll of blinking. Okay, excellent. Who said it's bad to scum Abyss? I think it's bad to scum Abyss. You shouldn't ever want to do this in a 3-rune game. Well, I mean, this is a 3-rune game. You shouldn't ever do this in a standard 3-rune game where you're not trying to do 3rd rune Pan or Hell. Because once you've got 3 runes, you just go win. But our issue is, yeah, we're doing an extended 3rd rune. And also, it's a tournament. That's part of the other reason that you don't want to scum Abyss. It's because it's super boring and tedious. So just for your own mental sakes, you shouldn't do it. But we're playing a tournament here. We're playing to win. We have 15 teleportation scrolls. Yeah, so I'm willing to do the tedious thing to up my chances of winning the tournament. Which is maybe not great for you, the viewer, but I don't know. Maybe you enjoy abyss scumming. I'm sure there are some abyss scumming connoisseurs out there. More blinking scrolls. Okay, well, if nothing else, we've found 2 blinking scrolls. So we've definitely upped our survivability. We're going more int. Why am I going more int? I guess it's possible we might still learn Shatter. I'm gonna put that on our list. Oh yeah, we're never doing Ozakubo's armor. I mean, it's still good. There are all sorts of situations where we're just been fighting stuff, and I'm just standing at a doorway, even just thinking vaults. But I don't know. Still, it's a mental issue. I know. I still hate it from when it slowed your movement. Alright, are we going to scum Abyss until we get 27 Earth Magic so then we can cast Shatter? Almost certainly no. I want the mutation potions though. Yeah, I wanted to go find those again. Because Raijus are one of the few things that you can eat in Abyss. Yeah, we got Apportation. I should use that. Yeah. Very handy in Abyss, if only because you don't know if you're going to be teleported to a new region at any point in time. So you want to grab those items ASAP. We can also get pulled down. So that's a new thing about the Abyss. And then, yeah, that's true in 0.22. That's not just a trunk thing. The higher your level, the more likely that when you get pulled to a new region of the Abyss, you get pulled down to deeper floors, which we don't really care about. We've already got the rune, so we're going to be generating exits very frequently. Look at that, stealth octopode. We still do have a plain ring of protection from magic, we do. So I may as well go buy this, next time we exit, go buy this ring of Zag. Not only is it MR, it's going to up our stealth and our int. Oh, I don't want to fight lurking horrors, but look, the stealth pays off. Didn't see us. There we go. We got pulled deeper, so we're now on Abyss 2. We can't carry that many items. Okay. I know we're carrying some random ones. We don't really care about enslavement anymore. We probably don't even care about paralysis. Oh, hang on. I definitely care. Where was that? I should turn those on auto pickup. Rings of magical power, because they're plus 9 HP rings. Where was that? Over there. Okay, let's try to get that. We can't carry? Do we have more enchant armor in our game? No, this is the only one. I'm just going to put it on our shield. and also Grand Weapon Scroll. We've got a bunch of those in the dungeon already. We're never rebranding our Trishula, and the Trishula is what's going to be awesome in Extended anyway. So I think we just don't need more Brand Weapon Scrolls. And can we find room for this ring? Our MR is at 4 pips, right, because, okay, well never mind about that ring. Because we've been naturally leveling up MR, and now that we're experience level 27, we've got an extra point, which means we don't need that protection from magic ring. So let's get this magical power one. Let's get 9 more hit points instead of protection from magic. And I'll keep carrying that with us. Probably we'll go buy Zag to carry with us, just in case we meet, I don't know what. Most things in the game, having 3 pips of MR is good enough. Maybe for Panlords, you want to have some more, in case they have some super high level paralysis. Another nice chunk change. That is interesting. I'm probably not going to pick that up though. So the chunk change is that now Panlord spells are always revealed to you when you see them. That's really nice. So when you're on your orb run and you XP the Panlord and you realize that you just got summon butterflies, you don't need to be afraid of him anymore. Unless he also hits for like 90 damage and he's very fast, then I guess you still do. But you get my point. You don't have to treat every Panlord like they have Firestorm, because you know which ones do. Okay. Oh, we got Passwell. There's our gateway leading out. So we can ditch the protection from magic ring. Let's go get Zug. Cool. So now if we need MR, it also gives us extra int and stealth. Should we just have that on? Probably not. The ring that's giving us stealth minus is a slaying ring. But it's also... that's fine. Yeah, I think I'm okay with this. So we got 216 HP and 64 magic points, so almost 300 HP on an Octopode, effectively. As long as we never use any spells, right? Because, I mean, as soon as we start making spectral weapons, we're effectively eating into our HP. That's fine. Nah, I don't want to deal with that. Too many masses. This abyss scumming like this is also something you do in extended games when you're dealing with your God Wrath. You know, when you've ditched Okawari for the Shining One, and you don't want to be anywhere dangerous while Okawari is sending forces against you. So you just run around in the abyss for a couple of hours, and you don't have to deal with it. Inverter 17. Yeah, we're going to be strong enough to do hell just with this stuff. I think I'm not going to spend hours in here training up Shatter or something stupid like that. Let's just get our Invo higher and our defenses, and then we'll be good to go. I probably could go now. Like, I'm fairly confident that we could go do Tartarus like this. But yeah, tournament. So let's make sure we're strong. Especially with the hell effect and how it surrounds you with fiends and say doomhounds. You really want to have a a super powerful cleansing flame to be able to just clear out packs of potentially Sitsimals and whatever else. Oh, new large shield. We've already enchanted this one up. Plus it's our trophy shield. A snake pit mob. So it's a preview of what the game might have been like if we were allowed to go in Lair and we had done the snake pit. I mean, not really. We're sort of stronger than we would have been at the time. Just a little bit. Alright, well that guy never saw me. Oh, he has now. I don't want to get malmutated. Okay, I gave him one shot there. He missed. Try to malmutate the ultra. Best not miss. Same again. Except the Nekasek much less powerful than the Cacodemon. Oh yeah. We get absolutely destroyed by Hellhogs when we have Spectral Weapon out. You can stop that, so if I'm paying attention. This is sort of a cool trick. It's one that I often see players not do when they should. If you unwield the weapon that's making Spectral, it disappears immediately. So say we're like this, the Hellhogs turn up, switch to a different weapon, and then your Spectral disappears. You don't have to share damage with it anymore. Seven haste potions here. Oh right, yeah, I should be leaving. Quick check of our skills. How are we going? Inverse to 17.3. It's going up. Probably only need 3 to 4 more hours of this. Oh, why did we go for the magic? Okay, the magic's really good, but this is our only resistance potion. Wow, okay. Well, that helps a bit, I guess. Although one resistance potion does not... Please don't see me. Oh, there's a lurking horror and a tormentor. Well, this is unfair. We're trying to pick up flesh. Right. Because we took a slot. Do we really need enchant weapon scrolls? Do we really need holy word scrolls? Oh, I don't even have a holy word scroll. How about we don't need a lightning rod? I've never used that once. We don't have any evocations. I'm probably never going to use it. Okay, let's get out of vision of the Hellion. Monster you always have to respect. Yeah, where's the sea now? Haven't seen any, whatever it was called, open sea this time. out. I'm ignoring the stealth rings or magical hat. I don't think there's a hat that we'd want. It would have to also be a +2 magic resistance hat, but look cooler than this one. I mean, it's theoretically possible. Anyway, yeah, I've been ignoring the stealth rings, even though it could be super stealthy Shining One Octopode. I don't know, I like having all the extra HP. Oh, more heal wounds. We've got 8 magic potions now. Fuck. Do we get pulled deeper? No, something happened there, right? I didn't think I imagined that. Maybe I did. Executioners. Ha! We got pulled deeper. Alright. I was about to say we're not too afraid of executioners anymore. With 23 shield and all this HP. Well, here we go, we can prove it now. Yeah, look at that. Take literally no damage. Kill it very, very quickly. With our damage output is very high. Oh, it's a profane. Okay, these are cool. So I like this interaction. We've got a halo. The profane has whatever his one is called. What is his one called? That's what you get when you're playing Dith. Umbra. And when we're both standing next to each other, they cancel each other out, so there's effectively nothing. That's cool. It's a good little touch. Go away. Dodging to 21. I'm gonna focus fighting. Let's get that to 27. When we're in Tartarus, we probably care more about just raw HP than we do about extra evasion. Although it's not great value. The more HP you have, the more you lose from Torment. So that means you should never train fighting, right? Thinking. Can't lose HP to Torment if you don't have any HP. Points at head. I thought that was the second one. Suddenly wretched stars everywhere. We got a bunch of stuff. Yup. Very frail. And we're gonna get tormented. Good time to be very frail, I guess. The value. Wow, we were actually losing to that Starcoast Mass there. I was going to say Starcoast Mass pack, but technically it's all one monster. It's just splitting. Well, you know what else we could do? We could go do a bit of Zig. How have we never found a Zig? There should... Wait, is it just because we're in Abyss? It shouldn't be. Hang on, what's going on? There should always be a Zig entrance in depths. But we've never found one. Wait, where's our Zig? Hang on. Where's our Ziggurat entrance? Oh, we still haven't done depths 5. Oh, okay. Alright. Oh, alright. Great. Okay, we should do that. That's going to be our Zig too. Okay. Well, and then... that's what we should go do. There's a lot of experience to be had there. Oh, yeah. And I bet some of you have been screaming at me. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Let's call this an episode then. Now that I've remembered that we've got depths to do. So if you join me in the next one, we'll go do depths 5. We'll find our Zig entrance and maybe we'll do a bit of a Zig as well. And then once we do all that depths 5, the amount of experience we get on there, probably we'll be ready to then go do our 3rd rune hell. See you then.